Peace, people. As y'all see, Russell Simmons is all over social media for being a pervert, allegedly. But many of y'all don't know. If y'all don't know me, I'm the one that exposed Africa Bambaataa. And in my original video exposing Africa Bambaataa, I tried to warn people about Russell Simmons. Allegedly, growing up when I was a kid, I had a friend that was being molested by Africa Bambaataa, just like me, and Russell Simmons. And around the age, I think Raheem was about 15, 16 years old, is when he was basically telling me that Russell Simmons allegedly was paying Raheem because he wanted to give him oral sex. The same rituals that Africa Bambaataa does with wanting to give little boys head, because that's what he does. He likes to give young boys oral sex. Russell Simmons apparently was doing the same thing. And I believe, this is just my theory, Russell Simmons, this is why Bam hated Russell Simmons. Africa Bambaataa hates Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons never really had a problem with Africa Bambaataa. As a matter of fact, Russell Simmons tried to extend himself to Africa Bambaataa quite a few times to help him get on a higher plateau. But Africa Bambaataa, I guess, felt some type of way because Africa Bambaataa and Russell Simmons was pretty much indulging in the same little boys. Now, Russell Simmons, let me set the record straight right now, has never done anything to me. And I've never personally seen Russell Simmons do anything with a young boy. But me growing up with these young dudes that was being molested by the industry, these vultures, these savages of the industry, there's so many stories out there that you can listen and compare to when you're dealing with the Chris Stokes and the Raz B's, when you sit back and you listen to the Puff Daddies waking up with Usher. Like, pay attention to what they saying. This is a ritual that goes on in hip hop. It's a satanic ritual. The music industry is evil. Africa Bambaataa is evil. Russell Simmons' yoga having ass is evil. Don't get it messed up. Don't get it twisted. Just because these dudes, they look like mentors to you and they rich. These dudes are sick. Africa Bambaataa and Russell Simmons was having secret wars. See, Russell wasn't taking it personal. But I was around Bambaataa, so I could see the bitter little bitch in him. He wasn't feeling Russell at all. I guess he didn't like Russell sucking on the same little stiffies that he was sucking on. On top of the fact that there was something about Africa Bambaataa where he didn't really like gay men. Which is weird to me. I don't understand. Africa Bambaataa doesn't really like gay men. Africa Bambaataa likes to turn out little boys. I don't understand him. It's like he has a problem with homosexuality, but at the same time, he's a homosexual. So he doesn't really want gay dudes. He want to turn little boys out. And then I guess after he turned them out, he's cool with them being little fuck boys. Pardon my French. This is how Africa Bambaataa moves. This is what I see from me being around Africa Bambaataa for all of these years. But yeah, Russell Simmons pretty much was into the same thing. Y'all idolize that man. That man is a piece of shit. I don't care who he helped out. The same way he helped out Africa Bambaataa is the same way he helped himself into the bedrooms, allegedly, with them little boys. You know, I say allegedly because I didn't see this for myself, but I know from talking to Raheem, which I haven't seen him since the early 90s, I know for a fact that he wasn't lying. Just like I know Bam was doing the same thing to Raheem too. And you know what allowed these music moguls to be able to get away with the things that they've been getting away with? For one, the people idolizing them. For two, their money. It's just that simple. When you're dealing with a community, which is all of our communities, is going through poverty, damn near everybody on welfare coming out of the hood, it makes it easier to silence the parents. It makes it easier to take advantage of the children. Right now, Africa Bambaataa is back in Brazil. So he's trying to use that to say, I was never banned from Brazil, but in all actuality, you was in trouble out there. And the reason why Africa Bambaataa was able to get out of jail in Brazil was because Africa Bambaataa has Zulu Nation that's in Congress down there, that's police down there. So they actually helped Bambaataa to get around the charges that he had while he was down there. That's what got him out of jail. So it's been some time since Africa Bambaataa been back to Brazil, but now he's back in Brazil. And then you got to keep in mind, from what I understand, I could be wrong, but the consent age limit in Brazil is between 13 and 14 years old. So you could actually have sex with children over there. So if Africa Bambaataa got locked up in Brazil, just ask yourself a question. Well, how old was these children that he was sleeping with if the age limit, the consent age is 13 to 14? The inquiring minds want to know. But this ain't new. This ain't new. People, we got to stop idolizing these child predators. We got to put an end to this, because this stuff is going way too far with these rap moguls molesting children, with these Hollywood actors molesting children, with these Catholic church priests molesting children, with these rabbis, with all of these people that's running around. We give too many people a pass when it comes to our children. It's time to put our foot down and say no. We got to keep bringing awareness to this topic, because it's a battle that's left being unfought. Unfought. It's not being fought. There's not enough people on the front line to save our children. There's not enough counselors out there to help heal our children. So that's pretty much my story dealing with Africa Bambaataa and Russell Simmons, and Africa Bambaataa being in Brazil. I think the authorities of Brazil need to be alerted so they could pretty much be on the lookout for Africa Bambaataa and what he possibly doing. And then you got to understand, certain places in Brazil is poor. So Africa Bambaataa could go over there and throw $100 up in the air and have a ball with them little boys, which is sad. And this is why I fight my fight the way that I fight my fight. Peace and love, people.